Hey Robotech. I accidentally turned the stream off because my keyboard stopped working and I needed to escape, and it turned the stream off, so... Not ideal, but... Hopefully others will join soon. Yeah, I'm rushing this a little bit. Because I plan to do this one... 2 hours later, but we returned quite a bit earlier. And Steven wrote me that he cannot make it within the time slot we agreed upon. So I decided I would rush to ride with him. We will see. I have a new one, but it's charging. Just picked it up. So hopefully the old one works today, because the bad thing is when you shut off the stream, you cannot restart it. You need to create a new one. It's not very fun in how that works, but... So, moment of truth. Yes, it is here. Perfect. Perfect. So, let's go into the pen first. Oh my god, this keyboard... Why can't I choose it? Yeah, let me, no. Let me choose it with the controller. Oh my god, it's bugged in Zwift. Cannot pick my category. I cannot pick my category here. Okay, so I will restart Zwift. Looks like the series of problems is continuing. Yesterday I had a set of ones. Today I have a set of new ones. Where is my mouth? Yeah, I have it selected. I just unclicked and... okay. Let me re-register from there. Okay. I'm there. Hey Patrick, thank you. We'll see what happens. My primary goal is to not lose time today. Which is basically the most I can do. while I'm still in control. You cannot really gain time. You can hope only for your opponents to lose it. Obviously, if there are some of my rivals, GC rivals in the race, then I can probably gain some time onto them. But the primary goal is not to lose time. Okay, I will do a short version of the warm-up because I'm already late. So I was sort of rushing this. I actually wanted to write down the names of the GC rivals so I'm not reacting to every single attack if I don't need to. But obviously I didn't. So let me see. Do I have a paper and... No. So I will probably try to remember some of the names. Let me actually check the... I will actually check it on stream, why not? You don't need to really see me warming up, right? Let's wait until the erg mode is already on, so I can just pedal while here. And let's take a look. Let's take a look at how's the GC. So let's do after 6 stages. And basically, I am on 14th place currently. And those guys in front of me are the ones that I need to not let go. So let's remember. Norax, I will remember that. Gianluca Malta, I will remember. Jason Cook, I know him. Jan Bezel, I know him. Rakomo, Bondarchuk, Hugo, Koster, Sid, Haxma, Hartley, Tire, Hurst. Let me actually photograph the standings if I need to refer to it mid-race, so I have some point of reference. I think I will remember most of those. Hey Terence, no worries. So, I think I will remember the first 4 fairly easily, because I remember them from previous races. And then the next ones, I'll just see. Basically, if anyone else but those guys attacks, I can let them go. I don't need to care about anyone but those 13 guys. Maybe few of those that are right behind me, because if someone right behind me dropped us, they could actually increase our E-gap. But I'm mainly worried about those in front of me, because those guys behind me have pretty large gap, except the Derek Macmillan. Yeah, I know, but I don't think these guys are fairly behind, right? So basically, these 2 guys, Derek McMillan and Tom Hudders, can endanger me But probably those cannot. They would need to win by more than a minute. I don't think that's happening on this course. Hey Steven, how are you? Crush the sprints today. I really believe in you winning that championship. So the good news is, today I have my drink. Another good news is, my heart rate monitor works. And is it that only the better of the two do both of the lap times count, or just the best one on Bray and the third one, Clyde Kicker? Or you just need to do well on the first one? Because you can definitely stay with the group until the Bray. The best one counts, okay. The thing is, you can stay with the front until the Bray. Then even if you are dropped on the Sgur, you can fall back to our group and do the next Bray with us. And Clyde Kicker doesn't matter, right? You just basically punch it. Thank you, Colin. If you're with us on the second Bray, depending on how I feel, I might be able to give you a lead on. I will do it only if I feel I can. And if you are with us, that's... But the funny thing is, after the first stage, I was really tired. After the second stage, I was super tired. But now, after 6 of those, basically the body learns to recover so quickly. I feel fairly good compared to what kind of effort it was yesterday. So let's do this one, and then I will join the event. I want basically about 8 minutes of super easy turning legs. Yeah, that fatigue reappears fairly quickly. Thank you very much, Patrick. I have the print screen on my phone if I need it. But obviously, it would be nice to... Because obviously there is going to be a lot of guys who will go on this Girl Summit just for the KOM. And it will make sense to go in a crazy effort unless they are a GC contender. The black version is for 100 miles, while the gray one is for 100k. They are two separate jerseys. Okay. It's not optimal to not do the whole thing, but... I took this kit from the Tour de Zwift because McLean was actually one of the first routes I've done while producing content on this channel. And it was during Tour de Zwift, and we were wearing this kit. And I did horribly. But at least now it is dry. I don't know why that failed yesterday, but... Robo Pacers are neat, especially if you need more drops. So let's take the inventory of who is in this race from those guys. In B, you know what? I don't see actually that many of them. So actually the best strategy in this case might be to actually just not lose time. Because looks like I'm not gaining time to anyone. My coach and domestic is here. That's great. Everything is fine, by the way. It's your birthday! Happy birthday, Terrence! And congrats on your bike, on your Tron bike. it was always the strategy of don't lose time, but in this very time slot, it might be actually the strategy, the best strategy. Because if there aren't the guys from the GC, I cannot gain time on them anyway. Yes, you need to write 160k for the kit. And it's actually a little over 160, so don't stop until you have the achievement. Good luck, Steven. See you at the end. And that being said, I'm speaking about it like just don't lose time, like it's some sort of knife through the butter thing. It's going to be still very, very hard to not lose time today. Because we've got 4 climbs up this Gur summit. Thank you, thank you. This is one of my most favorite routes to race on, though. So fun to ride. Thank you, Lucas. Yeah, I feel well rested after yesterday. Hey, thank you. By the way, guys, I didn't pin it here, but join my Discord. The link is on my channel. Forgot to pin it here, but I created a Discord channel. We already have over like 25 people on there, and it's going to be mix of discussions about Zwift, about racing, about training, but also off-topic stuff like pet pictures and food pictures and holiday pictures and stuff like that. A really great community forms there. So what makes a route fun? First of all, I like Scotland as a map, but I like this route that it's basically fairly hilly, and there are climbs on it, and then there is basically the Glasgow finish. It's just has some sort of great atmosphere or something. Yeah, the Discord is live. You can find the link in my if you open my YouTube profile, there is a link for the Discord. I actually wanted to pin it here in the chat, but I actually forgot. So thank you, Lucas. Yeah. I was like, I need to specifically remember to take my bottle with me. Actually, going to paste the link. Oh no, I'm not going to. Looks like I'm not going to. I want to paste the link for this live stream into FRR group as well. Yep. But I was actually super thrilled yesterday about the result, because compared how it developed over time, it's basically fail after fail after fail. The result was the best it could have been. Welcome, welcome. And I will obviously tweet the Discord still, the channels, all that stuff. I just wanted to launch it because you can perfect things forever, but it's better to just get it rolling. And we've got Beto Barros here. We've had some nice racing together in the first stages against each other.
Right on.
We've got editor Steve. So obviously the breakaway brace are going to be crazy because the sprinters will go, but we don't need to chase those. And Zgr Summit is going to be really important because KOM hunters will go for it, but the problem is KOM hunters are often GC contenders as well. But so far I'm not seeing the names from the GC from the front. By the way, the GC leader from after stage 5 lost 9 minutes yesterday. I don't know what happened, if he had a bad day or some sort of sickness. Is this gravel guy a GC contender? He was attacked by an evil kitten. You're kidding, right? So the nice thing about not having many of the other GC guys in the race is I just need to not lose time and save my legs a little bit for tomorrow, which is the king stage. But the negative is I cannot gain time on them either. I basically need to rely on them having a bad day. That's the thing, Ricky. I would not gain anything by that strategy. Oh, that's not true. I would actually gain a lot of fatigue for tomorrow. Okay, thank you very much, Patrick. I appreciate this information.
Right on.
My current position is 14th in the GC. And I've got e-gap of 3 minutes and 4 seconds to the leader. And no info about that still. Only for US and UK. $3:14. Okay. Oh yeah, sure, because of yesterday's time trial. So basically that means that someone was 10 seconds faster than me. And I think it was the Malta guy, the Brazilian. He's actually really good. Really good time trialer. Yeah, I know. Okay, no need to chase that. Okay. So these are sprinters. A little bit scumbler. That's normal. Okay, Michael, thank you. Valuable information. All right, Patrick. Okay, I don't want to gap to form. No. But yeah, you are right. I cannot lose time. So I don't need to attack, but I still cannot lose time. That's easier then. No, not easier. Simpler. That is. Hey, Katie. The problem is, if there wasn't a downhill course, people would abuse it to level bikes and experience points. So it was fairly easy. Eight kilos in 1 month? Damn, dude. Damn, guys, you are giants. Hey, Franny. Is that Steven? Was he able to sprint both brace with A? Just the first one? The problem is, I don't think he's going to want to maintain the SGUR pace twice with us now.
Right on.
Steve is the one in the blue, yellow in front of us. But he can probably do the first SGUR with us for the Clyde kicker, and then join maybe C's for the final sprint on Bray. I don't want to let the two guys too much. There is 4 of them. And if they manage to get a gap, that could be really dangerous. Yeah, so far so good. Doesn't feel bad whatsoever so far. But it can change very quickly, of course. Oh my god. I thought I saw his stream restarting. Just getting the notification. That sucks, man. But at least he's able to continue. It didn't kick him out or anything. Connection power, okay. It actually happens to him from time to time. I actually think he could use a new trainer. I've seen that happening to him like 3 times maybe. Or was it like his internet, not his trainer losing connection? If that's the case, there's obviously nothing to be done about that. Oh my god. So that's his internet connection. That sucks. At least he can ride though, and the ride will still count. Which means that you did better than 57 others. Just by finishing. And that matters. This is not a sprint, dude. This doesn't count. Sneak attack. But he's doing 2.3 now, so I don't think it was sneak attack. It's fair to say that it's quite how do you call it? It's not intuitive that this is not a sprint segment. Looks like Steven is still with us. Is it him? Yeah, it is.
Ride on.
This is the most pleasant pace on this series so far. Maybe the start of the first stage in London was even more chilled, but so Steven doesn't need this one, this first bray. Because he's done that already with Ace. I don't know. I don't know if someone has a reason to brake, actually. Maybe if one of the guys that are like 20 to 20 third spot want to try to get into like top 10, they might try an attack. There is not much point in attacking if there are not the front guys in GC. Is Steven going for this one again? I don't think he should. If he did the first one well, he's not going to improve upon that. Oh, it doesn't look like that. Or starts here, maybe he does. No, he doesn't. Good choice, I think. That guy is doing 0 watts, so I'm not bored. I'm having a great time. What are you talking about? So Steven is with us. So I will probably try to give him a lead out for the sprint. Because he fucking deserves to win that jersey. And even if it costs me, actually, frankly speaking, I don't have a chance to win the GC anymore. Unless the guys totally blowout. But Steven has very real chance of winning the sprint.
Right on.
Hopefully his trainer and connection survives. All right, Tim.
Right on.
I think the sprinters use the disc wheels here. Go for it, dude. I know. I know he's there. That's why I covered. Barros is there as well, I think. So not like the guys are getting like 3 minutes now, but Ooh. No time lost, and I've got 5 bonus seconds to e-gap. Really good result. Really happy with that. Was really hard sprint at the end, especially after those 2 chases of Sosa. He really wanted to go for it, and he made it really hard. Chapeau to him. And that he can podium after 2 surges that hard. Kudos. But another 3 scalps of Tuga's team. Not that I have anything against them, but I think those 7 stages created like some sort of natural, friendly, yet fierce rivalry. So these results mean I will probably be top 10 before tomorrow's stage, or somewhere around. And tomorrow it's going to be the day that's going to decide it all. Should be fun. Thank you very much, guys. I was 14th before this race. So I hope I will be around 10 after this one. Because I actually gained 5 seconds with the second place, I believe. I think the first one gains 10 seconds, second one gains 5, I think. Unless I'm mistaken. Yesterday was one of my best races ever, I think. I somehow managed to go really deep yesterday. I averaged 295 watts yesterday for 52 minutes. Which is actually better than my power duration curve in WKO5 suggested I was able to. By about 5 watts. I targeted 290 for yesterday's race. Obviously I didn't want to do flat 290. I overpaced on the climbs and went easy on the descents. But at the end, I managed to squeeze a lot. Thank you very much, Davey. What actually pushed me so hard yesterday was that I knew that was my last chance to actually gain time towards the other guys. Because in those two stages, what I have under control is not losing time, maybe gain a few seconds for the podium, but I still need to rely on others losing time. Oh, you were that Zatar guy? Okay. I believe when I was like 13 to 14 seconds behind you on the long climb, the chat was like telling me like he's suffering, he's done, go catch him. I was like, yeah, we all are at this point in this race. Yeah. I actually love these rivalries in those races. This series is actually one of the most fun racing I've ever done. But the main thing that forced me to push yesterday was I didn't want to other CRP guys catch me. I wanted to win the time trial in my category. So whenever I saw the gap to the nearest CRP guy got to like 10 seconds, I pushed harder. I don't think so. I was really spent at the end. Basically the last few hundred meters I was just pedaling. My vision was blurry. And it wasn't my goal to catch up to riders from other categories. I mainly wanted to have as big of a gap to my own to gain some e-gap advantage. CRP in need of CPR. Yeah. Hey Oliver, I was second with 0 e-gap, so which means I'm actually 5 seconds higher than I was at the start of this race. One stage left. Tomorrow's king stage. Tomorrow it's about 55k and over 1000 meters of elevation. I am A already. I just didn't have the elo high enough for A in this category, but I am A in terms of Zwift rating. I'm just very low A though. It's not like I could compete in the A FRR group. But I think if there were like 2 more stages, I would probably get promoted actually, because my elo is already above 1900. Before this race, today it's going to go up again. Yeah, actually, went really hard into training in the last 6 months. I went hardcore into weight loss and into training. I basically tripled my training load in the last 6 months. Thank you. I appreciate it. And it's actually a lot of fun because it's obviously way more motivating to do the hard work if you can see the results. Yeah, basically according to Zwift rules, Tadej Pogačar would be A. That's the thing, actually. That's why I would like to eventually get into A+, to have the black A in my profile. And even that has no ceiling, but if I made the A+, I would know I am pretty good. Steven, well done, that was nice sprint. Do you think you are going to go up? I was second by 0.00. It was a photo finish. Which means I got actually 5 seconds toward GC. Thank you very much, Homer. See you maybe tomorrow, 6 p.m. Awesome, Steven. Everyone cross your fingers for Steven. Are there sprint efforts tomorrow? I think there are, right? What are my thoughts on riding while sick? No! Don't do that, man. Don't do that. That's a big no-no. And I know it sucks to not ride. It sucks so hard. But don't do that. If you have a very slightly runny nose and all the symptoms are above your head and you don't have fever and you don't have muscle ache, it's only runny nose, maybe a little bit itch in your throat, then go for an easy spin to sweat a little bit. Only if the symptoms are super mild though. If you have troubles breathing, you've got elevated body temperature, if you have muscle ache, if any of the symptoms are below your neck, stay the F out of the bike. Oh, I'm going to do the 6 p.m. European. Two sprints tomorrow and they are double points. Okay, okay. Yeah, if you have it in your chest, don't try it. It's not worth it. You are not getting any stronger and you are only making it worse. The best course of action is just to rest, give your body space to fight that illness, and get back on that bike as soon as possible. You don't need to worry about losing fitness. I was off the bike for 2 weeks while I was in the US, and then my first race was a little rusty, but after that I was pretty much where I was before I left. So you don't need to worry about that. Just give your body time to recover. Good luck to you as well. Yeah, that's the worst. And I think it's not that different in the adult world either. In my office, there is someone coughing or sneezing at all times. I think that in current day and age, people take it as a badge of honor to go to work sick instead of staying home and not infecting everyone. It's like we didn't learn anything from COVID. Yeah. Well, if you are in your own office, I mean, that's fine, right? I would still stay home if I were you. But for your own sake, right? Not traveling, being like cozy at home. You can work, but unless you are like, I don't know, doing job that is not possible to do remotely, but since you are in your office, you probably can. And if you do not come into contact with others, that's fine. And I see it's actually way more common with junior level people. You know, those guys that are like 1, 2, 3 years after school, they want to prove themselves so hard in the workspace that they basically try to prove they can do anything even while sick. And us older cranky guys are like, dude, stay home. I don't want to get sick. You're fine. I love the races where not only the bikes, when all the rules are as strict as possible. This is why I love this series so much, because the bikes are the same. I would actually prefer even the wheels to be the same, because then you could like level up your Tron bike instead of having to use your own wheels. You don't have any power-ups. You don't have steering. you have like the anti-doping, so they can ask you to prove your weight and your equipment, and I really love this. Because doing well in those races actually gives you a sort of sense of accomplishment. Yeah, wheels are the only thing that make difference here. But I don't think it matters actually, because everyone has good wheels at this point. So you might as well neutralize those, so anyone can level whichever bike they prefer. So I'm going to go to 1150 calories. Call it a day, and tomorrow is the finale. And we are going to do the 6 p.m. slot again, like today. And we will see what happens. It's going to be brutal stage. Brutal, brutal, brutal. I don't really care if everyone has the same one. I don't think it matters. I think it starts the other way tomorrow, doesn't it? I don't think it is the same route, just twice. It's a different one. I believe it's the other way around. But I'm not completely sure, but I think it's something like that. Okay, guys. That's it for today. Thank you for joining. Don't forget to join my Discord server. You can find the link in my profile. There is going to be a lot of good discussion. And hopefully you will join tomorrow for the finale. If I can make that top 10, I will be really happy. But we will see. So have a nice rest of your Saturday. For Europeans, that's only a few hours left. For US guys, it's more. And see you tomorrow. Ciao, guys.